Welcome to Factorio Modded. This is SpaceX K2, and we are back to where we were. We're somewhere. We're gonna look at this. We got a big base. We got things. New studio. Yeah. So last time I was getting a new Naquitite mine going. Kind of funny because in chat players we got the same problem. We got no Naquitite, so. My game was like, well, actually I want more Naquitite. And with the help of Ratherian or Ragtherian, I can't remember his name. He's not here tonight, so my brain's not working, but show me your knack fields. Yeah, see mate, we don't know what a good knack field is. But I'll show you what I got. I'll show you this is my knack field. This is the knack field here, right? This is it. 8.3 million. That's a knack field. That's what I want to see in chat players. 8.3 million. It's going decent speed. 180% productivity. 6.25% mining time. But it's not mining for some reason. Why is there no sulfuric acid? Just where I came here. Something's gone wrong with my thing on now. Let's fix it up. This thing's supposed to send through sulfuric acid. Oh, it's got stuck on other requests. Shit. It's got all this other shit it wants to send through. But it can't. Oh, how do I fix that? That's really annoying. I need to cancel them out. Or I can just do a set request. But the whole point of this setup was it's automatic. What's happening is it's jammed. I'll show you how far it out is. It's not very far out, I don't think. It's like, you know, not far out at all. That's the center of the map there. There is a 4.9 million right at the center here anyway. But yeah. Does it see where it is? Yeah. So the location is 82,000 tiles across. Which is not that far really. In the scheme of things. How do I fix this? I got these. It wants to send these through because the Black Mirror's logic network is short on those items. I believe. Which kind of sucks. So figure out how. This is it here. This is the list. So maybe I'll just take. Oh, it's already on this list here. I'll take that off. Take that off. Take that off. It should be fine now. There we go. Barrels are going through. So this is the mine. This is the Naquitite train mine that I got shown how to try out. So basically, I had run out of belts to do like a belt loader to this train station here. So instead, I got this train to be loaded straight from the miners. I think it's 6 straight loading. What was that, 7? Oh, that one's not going. That's going out. Yeah, 6 is straight loading. That's just the conditions. It just staggers the payload, but so you got different train stops. Unload it into here. They all use the same exit. Not that fast though. It seems to be quite slow, but it seems to work at least. The old train didn't take much to fill up. All my other trains can come this the next network as well. So at least I got 2 stops now for this train station set up. And I load up into my spaceships. It's always better when they load to you straight into your spaceships. What was sulfuric acid solved itself? Not sure. Looks like it did. Hey, Dark Explosive. How's it going? Check out my little, it's gonna run me over. This is my sad attempt at doing a train miner. Where it only unloads one at a time. It seems to work though. Can't complain. The thing is it puts into these ones for loading the train up. So we actually got 6,000 ore here. Then we get the odd train coming along. Only a 1 tile though. It fills up in like a few seconds. Wait, is it better to melt water ice in the biofacility or use the electric boiler? Hey Cassandra. That's a great question. I don't know. But all I know is the electric miner, the new boiler is this way smaller footprint. So there's a crafting speed of 1, whereas the other, I think it's a 4 for the other thing, the biofacility. So it's just 4 times faster, but it takes up a lot more real estate, you know, space-wise. It's quite big. And I had this one set up from ages ago, this one here. So this one here, I'll just do a rate calculator on it. So it does 96,000 water a minute from 960 ice, right? You're not going to use that much water, that's just crazy, 96,000. Whereas electric boiler should be the same. If I think I got them here. If we don't, we won't be able to find out. I don't. Okay, that sucks. We'll go to nauvis. Plot one down. It's around 96,000. Go plot around near the mall. It's quicker to deploy. I hope I make it. Here I do. Alright, I'll get some water. 24,000. So yeah, it's 4 times faster. Exactly. But this thing's a 2x3. Pretty damn efficient. See, the best thing about this is it changes your spaceship logics. So now, like previously on my spaceships, I would either have like a water tank or I'd have like water barrels. Now if you do water barrels, it's really bad on the empty barrels, but you can get rid of them, you know, but it's more about the chests. So you need 2 chests to deal with the empty barrels, right? You need 1 for the input, 1 for the output. You only need 1 chest for this. So this is actually, it saves like the hidden cost of the mass of the ship is the main saving. So you're using 24 space mass instead of 48 space mass. Whereas if you use the water tank, it's even less than 24. It's 15, I think. I think the space tank's 15. Let's have a look on this thing. Storage tank 25k. It's 12.5 actually. So it's 12.5 for a storage tank of water. A chest is 24, and then the water barrels is 48. So that's a huge difference in space mass efficiency. 12.5 versus 48. This is our design. You see, it's got the water barrels. They got 2 chests. I mean, it's good in a way that, you know, you're only injecting, you know, 50 water at a time or whatever. Not too much. But the whole barrel thing is not so great. So I could swap this. I can upgrade this ship, for instance, and it'll be much better with water ice now. Actually, is this on the right logic? It is. Okay, that's good. It's on the save anti-mechanical logic. I'm really liking this loop though. I feel like I've missed out on doing mining operations with trains. We direct load trains. I think I should do more of that. I mean, this is a 1-4 train, and it loads into a 1-1 basically. It's not very efficient. I mean, you need lots of 1-1s, but it's because they're carrying the sulfuric acid. Yeah, there's a new game. I saw it. I posted on my Discord. That came out today. What's it called? Sweet Transit. It looks really cool. Looks like open TTD, but you build the towns rather than bribe the towns. Open TTD, so you used to have to bribe the mirror to build like more buildings and stuff, and so they do roadworks and do stuff, and then you get more stuff in your town. But in this game, you build the buildings, as far as I know. They might build their own. They might build their own as well, but I'm not sure. Anyway, let's go again this neck here. So I can probably leave this space alone. That was just to extend the life of this this footprint here, because I don't think I've looked around here before, and there's no more Naquitite as far as I know. This is it. So we got like, I think 1.5 million left. There's 600k there, and there's 1 million up there. There's 58k there. That's not worth it. 117k there. It's pretty pitiful. But usually when I'm looking for NAC, I'm not looking up and down. I just look left and right. So I'm probably missing out some big patches. So this is where my patch was previously. It's this one here, 2.2 million. But there's probably some big patches like actually quite far out. But I just don't know the full logics on how they find them. You know, like how do they find the Naquitite? What's the trick? What's their method of finding them? Yeah, I'm gonna dock and head back. Well, I don't actually need to head back. I just need to figure out what I'm doing. So I was doing my core ship labeling last time and I didn't finish it. So we're just gonna rename some ships. This is the 88. Oh, is that 88? It says 89 there. This is 88. I actually labeled that wrong. Okay. Wait, what's the 88? What's this one? That's 87. A7 Dave man. Arcolink for Beta Estrian. I guess it's core. No, we leave it off the core list. Core list is for this to haulers. There's like a specific ship. I mean, technically this can fly, but not very far. It's only got vacuum accumulators. There's no other way to power the ship. Alright, what's the next one? Beryl, what are you doing? You waiting? Waiting about? 92 Beryl core, Zandra. Alright, 96. There's an erudite core. Impossible. 98, is it? Mineral core, yeah. Now why isn't it? Ah, the ship's just filled up. That's fine. Alright, got the oil core. Also, why are so many buffer chests? Would a big warehouse be better, or they cost more stress-wise? So one of those big chests holds like, I think 5,000. Yes, I'll show you the math if I can figure it out. One of these chests is 24, right? I'll show you my bigger. I've got big haulers. Where is it? Oh, I've got K2 ones though. I'll show you one of my K2 ones. But yeah, it's 512. Mine's a 500. Neck. Yeah, the Gigantosaurus. So this is my Naquitite hauler. So one of these isn't even filled up. What's with that? Mouse over this. And so the buffer warehouse is 2,500 mass. And I got, what, 10 of them? They're 250 each. So 250 for 500, right? So the 500 slots. Is that right? Was that half per slot? No, 250 divided by 500, yeah. Was that the wrong way around? Or was it 500 divided by 250? So the buffer chests, 48 slots for 24. Maybe they're the same ratio. Maybe the ratio okay. I just know that the individual chests hold more because these things here, the number of tiles and dimensions, physical space is different. I think it's the only difference. So it holds less for the same amount of space as a normal chest. Have a look. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's 6 by 6. So it's 36 of these. But 36 of these. Now 36 of these at 48 capacity is 1728 capacity, right? So divide by 500. So it's 3.45 times less dense as far as like physical space. But the cargo themselves is the same ratio as 2 to 1. So if you've got I'm actually container stress limited anyway, not hull stress. So if you're container stress limited, you might as well just do these because it doesn't matter. Because that's taking up the same mass, right? Like if I did the little chest, the ship would be smaller, but then this doesn't matter anyway because the hull stress is not the limit. It's actually these things are the limit. So I guess technically these big chests are the best thing to do for this spaceship. When not container stress. It's probably some of the other ones, but they are a bit smaller on the footprint. And why is things getting damaged on nauvis? What's this? Scrap. Is that a rocket, was it? Silly rocket. Yeah, so I got a couple of those, from the Gigantosaurus. So I retrofitted the engines recently, but I just got a nuclear power plant, which is not actually on efficient setup, actually. But it seems to work okay. I think I could probably adjust this ship. Currently it's like this shape, but I could adjust it. So what? Another one went off course. How? I just get 2 in a row. What are the odds of that? Like, they've got like it's such a small chance of crashing. Silly rockets. How's this looking? Looks like the few trains coming here is enough to deal with it. How's Zandra going? Yeah, so I just need to work on my resource problems, whatever they may be. I suspect it's Naquitite, and it's usually Naquitite. We're maxed out on bars. What the shit's happened? We've maxed out on Naquitite. What? What the shit? What? How got so many how much? What? No way. We've maxed out Naquitite plates. How'd that happen? That's not expected. That's a good thing to have. Why is it not launching? It's missing a few slots. Launching green signal. Ready loading cargo. There's something gone wrong with my logic here. Got one green signal. Oh, the orbit's must have a lot up here as well. We've got 27,000 orbit as well. Okay, so we're actually flooded on Naquitite plate. That's exactly what the situation I want to be in. That's awesome. I'm in this way since ages ago. Okay, so what's wrong with science then? Why isn't it going? It's extended. Yeah, it's good. That's good. That's good. Deep Space 3 is not good. Deep Space 2 is not good. Deep Space... It's actually Deep Space 1. It's the catalogs. Any catalogs? Go look at the catalogs. Deep Space Catalog 1. Way down there. It's way down. It's the other way, isn't it? Oh, it's going real slow. Oh my god. The bottleneck is speed. There is no speed modules in this thing. It's like a rust bucket. Need for speed, man. Can I speed you up? I think I can. I think there's no one around that's like needing to worry. Problem is that need to beacon ASAP. Yeah. Let's get these beacon boys up. Oh, I've got the better one. Damn. Though I think I got this shitty one, the compact beacon 2. Even though I had it, but I lost it. But I can copy and paste it, and then upgrade module it. So where's the beacons in here? This thing. Battery speed 6. What are all these things up here? What? Oh, it's reset it all. We don't want that. We don't want that. Let's convert the signal. Oh yeah, that's the new mod. That's a bit tidier. Right, that's 32 speed, that's a bit better. What's slowing me down now? Probably not requesting enough. So let's go to 100. Hey, Red Jack! Welcome aboard. Yeah, it's a bit faster now. It's that's a bit better. It's Red Jack. Red Jack. That's decent speed. I can dig that. We're gonna find a... Oh, we got 10,000 instead of void probe data. Hang on, is that not... That's not Tech 1, is it? I don't know this ship works properly still. It's supposed to do the, inside travel cards, but last time it ran out of power mid-flight. I don't know whether it's the loop works anymore. I think I have to redo the logic for this. This is my old Victory ship. Retrofit. And I turn into my inside travel card data collector, but I think because they nerfed this, I don't think it works on the full trip anymore. So I have to figure out how to infer when to turn around. It's hard to even try this out. I mean, I can launch it artificially. I can just change the logic on one of these. What's the plan today? I'm just trying to work on bottlenecks for my science, so it goes faster because I finally got some Naquitite plate surplus. I got a new Naquitite mine going last time. Wasn't a big patch, it's just near my old patch, but it's a little better. There was a bug with beam receiver, no, it was fixed, but would probably be best to test it out. Alright. Yeah, so this ship basically died in mid-transit because this had no power or something. And I had to go rescue it. That was like early on when they rolled out the SE changes. But I haven't launched it since because my science has been so slow. I haven't needed these interstellar travel card datas. They kind of haven't been so in demand. So I guess I can do it like a manual launch, or I can figure out how to change it to launches now. But I've done this as 500, right? It's already got the output as greater than less than. Oh, I got less than equal to 1. Okay, I see what I've done. And there's still 178 available. 475 available. I can just change this to be less than equal to 500 and we'll go now. It's even called anyway. The Zilla, okay. I'll go follow the Zilla around. This is my old spaceship factory ship. It goes pretty fast. Now, one change the ship I wanted to make was to make a ship that never stops. And the idea is it'll be running on antimatter. And it's arcolink chest sending tech cards through. So the ship literally could fly from Fenestra and then back out to a random location and back to Fenestra. And it keeps bouncing back between the two. But it only goes when the tech cards are low, so it doesn't fly forever. It only flies when it needs to fly forever. And the arcolinks are OP. They should be OP though. They cost a fortune. If they weren't OP, I'd be like, what? 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 There's a cool concept that I've not seen anyone show on the Discord. Oh yeah. Yeah, so that's a goal for the ship. I wanted to try this out. So I really wanted to do oh yeah, I'm not saying they will change, just that they're OP and it's enjoyable. Yeah, well most people don't even do arcolinks to finish the game, right? It's more like a you're doing like a 7 SPM beyond the end of the game. You're not going to be doing them before the end of the game. I mean, I haven't seen anyone doing them before the end of the game because usually you get enough resources to get to the end of the game without needing them anyway. They're like good for excess resources. Like I'm enjoying it with my 2 resources I send through. I send the the Vestrian's arcolink and then the my Naquitite mining spaceship's arcolink, which is awesome. I mean, this one here is jammed up. We got too much Naquitite. 1 of 90 SPM is a good goal. Probably would be a good goal. I think I'd struggle to get there. I mean, have a look at my science. How do you do tech card? Just tech card, is it? I mean, I have no idea. It's like probably like 20 SPM or something, I guess. I need to figure out which is my bottleneck card to work it out, right? But what's the actual search people do when they do SPM? Deep space, I guess. I do tech card 3. 1, 4, 2, and where's the other one? This one. That's my SPM on deep space right now. But it surges quite a lot, up to 270. But yeah, it's not really, most time it's like 60, 50. That's very dead a lot of the time. I was going back here, I was getting around, maybe I was getting around 100 SPM before my ECK to integration patch. Before the January patch, I was getting a lot more research, I think. Because I got to Factorio Spaceship 10, which is like 256,000 sciences, which is very expensive. But yeah, most times it's not going. Like, you can see my science is pretty much dead until recently. I mean, it's got in the last six minutes, really. I want to kick that bottleneck off. Now I'm going to find that the bottleneck's going to be this resource again very quickly. But I was trying to think of other designs for arcolink. So I think the interstellar tech card should be the best one to do. Another thought I had was the ancient victory. I need a. If you had an arcolink, I've got an arcolink there as well, I think. Or do I not have it there? I can't remember. I thought I did. Maybe I never set it up. No, I just used rockets. I was going to set one up here, but I never got round to it. I was going to put a arcolink to send, like, you know, power plants and stuff through all these singularity cells. Anyway, how's my Zilla doing? How's this we're 8,900. That's not bad. How far are we gone? So 6 minutes to get there still. What's the delta V on that? 23,000. So we use 1100 temperature. Actually, what's the distance back to nauvis? 16k. Okay, that's not bad then. If 16k is 1100 temperature. Then 23k is not gonna. Well, I might get to the danger zone actually, because it has to get this. I can only go down to 7500 C before I turn around, right? So I might have to change the ship to I was going to change it so it reads the signal, the distance signal, and I kind of need that for the new logic anyway for the arcolink. If I change this to arcolink ship to collect tech cards, that'd make sense, right? Is this going to? Did I muck up here? I thought I told to go kaleidoscope. Let's go to nauvis orbit now. Is this even working? Where is this thing? It is flying back. Why is it flying back? How did I muck that up? It's supposed to go down to kaleidoscope down here. But the logic's saying turn around. Maybe I'll turn it off. So far, it's old design. Like, this is my best idea for the engine layout and for the gaps, because previously these were 100% previously, but then they changed it so the gap here doesn't matter. It's actually a full clearance. This became like not optimal to have any of this. But I haven't retrofitted this to be the new design. So if I did a new design for it, I'd probably do engines like around like that, which would look nicer too. So I could retrofit this to a new version. This is A200, so it is actually technically probably should be heading back. I don't know how many cards I got. It says 601. It's not many. Yeah, gotta figure this out. So I need a signal reading the distance signal. I've got to infer when to turn around and add it as an override for the direction. Like, so I've got to do like a 3-point system. I'm going to one place, but I get sent away and it says, okay, the distance now going to take over, and then I go back to where I came from, even though it's still got the positive signal for the original launch. So I guess the positive launch would work because the original launch would be different, and this has actually got old logics on too. So this actually needs to be all ripped up. This is like this is like version 2 logic when I set this up. It doesn't have the checklist logic. I need to start adding it for there. It's all messed up wires. It's all jumbled. It's probably better to do it from the beginning. Let's redo it. We stopped getting that, didn't we? Okay, that mine productivity is dog shit, so go look at my science. Yep, Deep Space 1. Just buff that too, but Naquitite energy data shit. Now we're low on all these. All the prereqs are run out now, so I think I'm gonna move this north. It's actually in the wrong location. Might just copy this. All the actual science is done up here, so it's kind of inefficient where it's built. I think it's built in here, so it should be like in this area. Like right in here or something. Sure. Here's a nice 7 talers too. And why is that? Why are these different output locations? So weird. Doesn't make sense. 5. Alright, it's a bit closer. Doesn't solve the problem though. We actually go fix the prereqs. So we've got new bottlenecks. This is going slow. Oh, we're not singularities, that's not the problem. It's this thing here, why is it so slow? Got 1 crafting speed. Is there no speed on these things? Maybe not. They got speed, they got speed. These still got speed. How do we do that one speed? Give those 2 speed. This one. Is that the other one? Do I use hyperlattice? Nano engineering, nickel energy, nickel structure. We don't, but it is going slow as shit too. I mean, these all used to have like K2 beacons, but they all got disappeared. What, can you speed these up now? It has the icon that it's affecting it, even though I don't think it actually makes a difference. Well, this thing here, nanomaterial. Nano engineering. I think we need nano engineering, don't we? We do. So what's going on with this? This has got no vitalic epoxy now. Zero epoxy, really? Okay, so that's that's a vitamin line shortage there. That's a bit better. That's healthy. That's two of them fixed and speed. The only one that's not fixed is this one here with the nanomaterial. So we've got to get the epoxy going a bit better. I thought I had done, but seems not. We've got the rockets here. This is a rocket for it. And it seems to be a bit sad. So it's the reagent. Where's the reagent? And the reagent is short on... Well, it doesn't look like it's short on anything. It's going full stack. We've got 13k here. Maybe it's sending too much to the rocket pad and not enough to the belt. I could prioritize it. I know it's going to help. It needs 6 each time. That needs 4.4k per minute, right? And these only make 1.1. So I'd have to like 4 lanes of this. There's no way I get the resources for that. Where is there? I mean, what's the 6.8k extract per lane? What's one of these make? 1.6, 1.9. So I need 3 of these for each of these. So I need 9 of these. I got 6 of them. So I need 3 more, which means I need another whole array of this just to make that. And then it might be enough to help it out. I landed this one not because of the limitation on vitamin, just because I'd run out of prod 8s. That's self-contained though, so I could bump that in there. And it should work. So that. That's perfect. Where's the edge of this thing? That's fine. Anything in the way? Like, what am I missing? It looks fine to me. I can't quite tell. I mean, I could just put it right next to each other, but I think you need a little bit of a gap. I think I downgrade them too, so these are going to be prod 6'd. Because I got no prod 8s here. We got prod 200 prod 6s, so we're good. Somehow I reset all my achievements as well when I did the roll back and roll forward. I'm not sure where this should line up. Here, I guess. I guess so. For this power pole business, but it's a bit low. Look at the grid. Oh, that one over there is low. They're not in alignment to normal. That's fine then. Cool. So that should make more fluids. Just gotta hook in this outflow. I'll do it previously. Just another one of these. Probably below. It should move it back a tile. Underground it and belt it. Right. Even this I don't think is fully going. Like this in the end is severely neglected. I don't think these belts have been fully used either anyway. But if we clone this, it's not be that great. Even 3 of them might be too much. Like that, right? It's like a cheap version of it. How does that fit? The beacons can be annoying. Because we got old factories here as well, it doesn't really fit in. I mean, ideally be there. There, right? Here are those belts. Yeah, it's fine. Here are that. We don't need most of this. Any pebbles there? 2 of them? I don't know. Maybe. And it hates this this stuff here is like stupid expensive. This Factorio reagent. So many ingredients go into it. Huge bottleneck for me. Oh, these need to be downgraded too. Oh, it was that thing, wasn't it? Yeah. I got the belt. I mean, we can probably split this off too. Existing. Like that, that'll be fine. What's the, what do we get? Oh, there's no speed. Is this gonna, how can I get this speeded up? Are these speeded? In the middle. What's this top one? No. Over there it's gonna work, I think. Or over there. This thing. Not speeded, that is speeded though. Just. I see we can like run the middle of the belt, I think. Shit, that's annoying. Can't get that thing. Well, not that we're using that one. The best bit's gonna be, yeah, way out the edge. Up there. Alright, what's missing? Oh, the salt. Shit, I forgot about the salt. That's slow too as well. The bottom one's supposed to be salt. And that's not supposed to be merged in. At least we got the belts. I mean, I didn't think we'd have the belt capacity. We'll see how that goes. I need to upgrade these a few times. With that, yeah. Here we go. So actually get the extra production rate there for the shortage. Gotta solve the shortages one at a time. It should go decently though. It's not the best. I mean, it's 186 per minute. That's awful. Really? That's at a 186 minute. What's this give? 1.5k. Shit. And I only got 6,000 of them. To get this thing going. 4,000. I need like 20 of those things to get that going good. To get 1.2k. Just actually pretty abysmal. You can see this already is not going to work so well for the belt speed. Now this is not going. What's happened here? It's working. It's not working. What's happened? Oh, no cores. I haven't hooked it up. Oh, it's funny. It's making itself and go around circles and making itself. Yeah. Okay. Let's figure out these belts. This was the core mining. This thing. I want to go there. I don't think I do. I want to go here. This lines up better. These are right. What? Which way around these? That's the right way. Why's that like that? Oh yeah, that's basic. Very confusing. But I think it lines up. So we should get more core mining. Processing for the vitalic. Add to this one. This is a bit... Seems a bit sad. I'm not sure why it's so bad. This is not going. What's wrong with this one? We've run out of vulcanite. Are you serious? 200 please. That's me vulcanite problems. That's cool. We'll just keep shifting the problem until we resolve it. So the fact that these go is great. Obviously not not as efficient or anything, but yeah, they're doing something. They are trying. Alright, vulcanite, what's wrong with you, mate? You just look a bit dead there. What's happened? Not enough enriched. Enriched is all dead. Long live enriched. What's happened to you? They're going full speed? That probably aim. This says 2.8k. This thing needs 6k, so technically we actually need 3 more of these, which means we need twice that. I need a proper layout for this. This is no good. We can build south though. We got room. Not the end of the world. Why is it missing speed modules? What's up with that? What? He's a speed 6s. Why isn't it building? That's really weird. Let's slowing this down. Crashing? This thing is too slow. Oh, look, these two. Each one of these makes 1.5k a minute. I mean 6.5k, this thing needs 4.8k. So we actually need 3 of them, not 4. 4.8. It's 4.2. Oh, 4.8 as well. Here we go. So this setup here is okay. This is tolerable, I think. Where do I copy from? Yeah, maybe. Oh, that's not very good though. This has to properly go to the thing. Now this belt is actually 2 chocker for having number 3. We have to copy this whole thing and hope it works as a copy. Let's go down here. This could go there even. Not too bad. Where's this endo? That's the problem is there's this speed module thing. Awkward location. Move it to being... Does it fit anyway? It should be right there, which is problematic, so we can't go there. We go above. It doesn't eat the bottom one. Which is fine. But we can now put this one, paste it in, fine. And downgrade it to prod 6. Need one of these. Now this one's kind of funky. I think it's going to be back the other way. And these should be on the side actually. Right, oh, it's kind of not lined up, is it? What's the flow rate? 25 a second. Yeah, it's fine. It's a 60. It's a problem there actually, is this belt speed's too slow. So these are outputting 109. It's 81. Is it the problem there? Is actually the belt speed? I think so. Pretty sad if that's the case. Let's go purple. Let's see if that makes it fast enough. That should be green. Oh, it's only half a belt too. Oh no, technically they'll be balanced out because this will go to the other side when it can't go. I think half a belt to empties out the dumb stuff on it though. Yeah, that'll help it. Alright, this one. Need to get mods. Underground belts. Come on, blue belts. Maybe. No, blue's too slow, actually. Even green's kind of a bit slow. Technically this should be purple. To there. And then it can go green after that. Now I'm gonna get this make purple business. I mean, we could just load each one and like that way, how we did load it. I'm a bit stupid actually. Yeah, I'll go back to how it was. We don't need it like this. What we need to do is just add in like that, and then we're fine. Same for that one. And this bottom one. Okay. That's going to be enriched is the problem. Hang on, is that the wrong thing I'm doing? Totally is the wrong thing I'm doing. I did the wrong thing. I was supposed to crush it first. I was supposed to put into this thing first. Oh man. Sucks. Rookie moves were made. Let's drop it off here. Yeah. G-bait there. Letting my end of week brain functions are shutting down. Happens. Alright. So otherwise it's okay. We're gonna go into this thing here. It's got the good stuff, so maybe the purple one's fine actually. Alright, let's now delete all this shit and re-put it down again. I gotta, once I get my science going, I've got to off-world this as well. I have to move all this off-world. I think prod 6 is okay at off-world. I don't think prod 8 is going to be feasible. I suspect it's not going to really work out. Alright, that's fine. Do that. That's the other resource we're not adding in. It's the better one. We need this logic here. So currently it sits in chest, so we can just bootstrap it and request it. So why isn't it going? What's happened? Okay, now it's going. It needs a speed module. It's got like 4 of them. And the back 2 need their own one. Oh, hang on. Why has it got prod 9s in there for some reason? Why is this module? That's weird. It's like cutting pasting wrong. Going for prod 9s. I do not have prod 9s. Well, I do, but I'm not making them down here. That'd be a waste. Alright, so now I just need the enriched as a filter out. I think this going to here, right? So boom. Now that's stone. What's the request for that for? Oh, that was that. We don't need that. Alright. We should kickstart some more vulcanite block production. I'm just going to fill up these chests. Goodies. Now the main part of this, which I like, is these two just feed straight into this one vulcanite. Because that's all we need is one. We need 6 of these rows to make one. 101 per second, and this makes net 47 per second. So even the 6 of them is not enough for the one vulcanite machine. Are these hooked up quickly? That one's not speedy enough. Put that down here though. Oh yeah, my rocket solder pad, does it fix itself? Have we stopped making them? 63, oh my god, it's still making them. I don't know, I can't figure this out. We're gaining cargo rocket sections constantly. I don't know where they're coming from. I think it's a bug. I haven't figured out where they're coming from still. I diagnosed them twice now, and I couldn't find where they were coming from, so there's a bit of a worry. I mean, my base is filling up with cargo rocket sections slowly. Just, it is what it is. Now, why is this cut and pasting funky? I don't get it. I think it's okay now, but it's not fast enough, is it? Let's look right on this. This is making 77, this needs 79, so that should be fine. About equal. The cargo section ferry is summoning them out of thin air. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I went to every single factory that makes them, and I don't know where they come from. I mean, this is all the cargo section production of my whole game. And these 5 here, and now it's orbit is those ones, but most of them are not really sections. They're like turned off, right? This is turned off. Can't make any. This is turned off. Can't make any. And this is just an unpacker. So is this one up here is an unpacker. This unpacks them, which is fine. Like, go unpack. So is that one over there. This is also an unpacker. They don't make them. So, I mean, there's nothing up here making them, and then down nauvis. And then this one, they've got the logic, so they can't output. And it's just like none available basically. So it says 1,000 is the cargo sections that'll output them. But they're all disabled, so they don't make anything. There's that 19,000 produced. Why are the pots all stuck here? Maybe they need those these things, haven't we built them? Superchargers. Oh, I do make them. Yeah, so this one here is just an unpacker. Oh, that's a packer. No, it's an unpacker. Yeah, it's an unpacker. These ones here make them. Now, why is it making currently? That's a question. Why is it? Where's it going? Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. So I put these logics on these chests, right? So I was like, yep, they can't output. I totally forgot that there's belted version too. So I've been belting it the whole time into this packer, right? And the packer gets sent up to orbit and then gets unpacked. And then once it gets unpacked, it gets put on rockets. It's like building the rocket, and then rocket comes down to ground. So I'm not technically making them and using them on nauvis because they will get packed, but they're getting sent to orbit, made as a rocket, and then sent down as like 80% of a rocket, and then they're slowly filling up my ground with things. So these chests need logic chests, where this the bigger one. Oh, we're not doing logic, we're doing this one. Cargo section packed is less than, say, 500 or something. So we click on this. And that will stop it, in theory. Oh, we got that one too, though. How do we stop that? We get a belt, right? Oh, the ferry's been solved. No more problems. Let's go do this. There you go. That's so crazy. Now we're going to lock this belt up as well. Let's request a chest in it. Was this all belted? not builded. I don't really want to limit that one. Maybe it's the cargo section's enough. Though we send too many cargo sections to orbit, we will get low too. A roundabout's bad for train circulation. Not necessarily. My understanding of trains is it's about how many. What's the throughput like? Like how many trains are going through that intersection, right? The same problem with like motorways. Cities are designed with all these turn-offs from a motorway, but into like, you know, one-lane roads. So you get as the traffic just blocks up, because you got like the main highways like plenty of lanes, but then you got no lanes in the inner city. That's just comparatively too dense. I mean, I think roundabouts you kind of have to have them, and if you're doing a city block, this is required. You can't get away from it really. I mean, you can do like an extra service lane on the outside, but then you get some wonky designs for your train network. I don't know if I got this out. Yeah, I'll do the same logic actually. We'll see we run out at some point. What I envision might happen is orbit doesn't get enough cargo sections. And why is copper low? What's happened here? Why is this low? Doesn't make sense. This looks good, but why not there? Why is this one so low? Made the production rate slower. 20 cents per second. That's way less. That's been nerfed. That's way. I used to need like 2 belts of 30 a second. And that's only, I now only need 1 belt. That's why it's all so thin. Not that matters. I think we've got plenty of these anyway. Ah, Prod 3s are going to orbit. Nice. Is that copper ore we send to orbit? Looks like it. So funny. My logics here are all busted today. My brain can't work. Alright, I think I might try to find some on the raid. I think I've done enough. I might go play Valheim offline. So let's do a look. Who's doing? So Tyrannus TX is doing auction not included. I would rate them. El Wado's doing space engineers. I would rate them. Oh, no one's streaming. Oh no, I know. We got Herland. And we got ACF Hobbit. Design, refining, testing new modular jumpstart base. Yeah, thanks for the look, Vildek. Hope you it wasn't too boring. I feel a little bit tired into the week. It's Friday night here, so. But oh, it's not doing. Is it the SpaceX guy, Mr. Fancy Pants? I don't know if they're any good, but they're doing SpaceX, so we'll keep the SpaceX going. Raid, where's the raid button? Read. Mr. Fancy Pants.